Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, January 17th of 25. I have done fuck all today. And I'm so happy with that. Oh my god. I did some Archipelago, and like I played. When I say I did fuck all, that doesn't mean I sat on the couch and went. I mean that means I did stuff, just not anything really super useful. You know what I mean? Like I ran a couple video games today. I went back to my Archipelago and ran that as far as I could. Got the wrecked ship boss card, which got me not much. It really got me not much at all. But it's fine. I got the items that were in there, so now I can say that yes, I am done as far as I can in my SMZ3 Archipelago seed. And then we did not do bald today, unfortunately. We did it wasn't going to happen. There was I think from someone there was a misinterpretation of my thing saying that I'm good for this week, just I couldn't do it next week because of MAG. And that's fine. You know, I mean it's okay. And we didn't actually confirm anything, which is also fine. I don't have a problem with how bald went down this week. We're getting. I need milk. It says I do need milk. It says lasagna. I'll get lasagna. This does not need milk. They do not have milk, nor will I be getting milk. I do not want to get milk. One thing I do want to do though, since I'm thinking of it, is these guys are going to go in the freezer. Because they need to go in the freezer. Oh, I want that off. It turns on for a split second and has to go through an entire cycle. I hate that. This afternoon I did like football project. Had to do some hotel stuff today because work. And then we did UDMM, and we're doing everything we can to try to not have to look at the spoiler log. There's a lot of checks in UDMM. A lot of checks. Holy shit, there's so many checks. Like the last one we did, there were so many checks that like they're like, oh, here's a check. I'm like, I've never known there was an item there in my life. So ran through that. We did. We then did, so we started this run last night, and we got to a point where we got stuck, and we're like, okay, what the fuck are we missing? And there were a couple items that got missed by one of the guys. It was 3 of us, and 2 of us were like, dude, like, this is an item we showed you last time. Like, oh, this is an item we showed you last time, and then they skipped a pot, which had an important item. It's like, yeah, you should have gotten that the first run. And then they just up and left. Sent me a message saying how they know they're not welcome to play UDMM seeds with us anymore. I'm like, you're learning. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at anybody. I mean, yeah, it's disappointing when I'm told, yeah, we got everything, and then that ends up not being the case. And that's frustrating. It is beyond, it is very frustrating when, you know, someone says they've got it and they don't. And I told them the only thing that really bothered me more than anything is the fact that they were so confident about everything. And it's partially because they just want to know everything. But like fuck. Even my first S73, I don't fucking clue. I know what I was doing. It was painfully obvious I didn't know what I was doing. That run took me like 12 hours. And it wasn't anything like, it wasn't insanity or anything like that. It was just increased because I had a lack of knowledge of where stuff was and how to do things. If I'm playing a co-op with someone, you know, if a said person says, you know, I don't think I know if I got all the items, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the person I'm playing with saying, I don't think I know where all this stuff is. Cool. That sets an expectation that I can go, great, let's knock this out then. Let's teach you where some stuff is, take some notes, you know, get some of these items under your belt, and we can move on. And then the next one, you'll be that much more confident. Especially with a randomizer. You'll learn better by doing it. And you're not going to learn everything the first time through. Like shit, it's clear. I'm still learning stuff in OODA-FM. Because I don't fucking know all the wonder items and shit. But yeah, it's not like I don't have hard feelings on someone that says I don't know if I got everything, or hey, I need a little help remembering where some of this stuff is. I have no problem with that. Where my problem is when you say with absolute 100% confidence, yes, I made sure to check everything in there, and you're so confident, they're like, okay, you got it. And it was something that, like, we've played that before. And one of the items I give a pass. It's a heart that's behind a lava fall in Dodongo's Cavern. The first room where you fight the Lizalfos. There's a little lava fall, and there's a heart back there. I think the only way you really know that that's there is if you have Lens of Truth. I don't know how you're supposed to figure that out vanilla. It's one of those things you just kind of have to know. And if you don't, there's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, that pickup was our first sword from Majora's Mask. That we didn't find our first actual sword until today. But again, no harm, no foul. Now the problem I had was, in the very next room, there were 4 pots and 2 of them were missed, and one of them had a song needed. It's like, okay, yeah, this one's a little bit, you missed this one. It's clear you missed this one. And then they just left. They left me a DM, they said something, and they're like, I'm not welcome to play this anymore. I'm like, dude, that was not it at all. Not that you're not welcome, it's that part of, and that's another thing, part of running a co-op randomizer is communication. If I'm running a co-op with someone, you'll hear me say all the time, did we check this? Did we check this? Did we check this? And it's not because I think the people I'm running with are incompetent, it's making sure that I have in my brain, yes, we've checked it, and we don't need to go back and double check it. And if there's any doubt, like, there was one, I said, hey, yo, did you check this? Yes? I said, there's a question mark. I have to go check it again. And we laughed. We laughed about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. there was absolutely nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I don't actually know if I got everything. I don't remember if I checked that. And the answer was no. You didn't check that item. So I was like, yeah, I just got it. It was you only missed no big deal. You only missed the thing was like, yeah, no big deal. You just missed like a rupee or something. Something simple. Hamburger helper tonight. And yeah, I'm making dinner at super late because the guys wanted to get going, which is fine. I have no problem with that. Getting the run done earlier in the day. Instead of being up till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with a run. It was good. Like the run overall was good. And we were really happy with how things turned out. After we checked that, I mean, I used the spoiler lock for one additional thing, and that was to see if Gerudo Fortress actually had something. Because I was in there, I started looking, and was like, wait a minute, is this actually worth my time? No. It was not. Gerudo Fortress was not worth my time. It was actually very much not worth my time. But yeah, I keep harping communication, and I mean, like, there's a reason that was a topic for my capstone project for when I did the hospitality course that I went through from the concourse, which is actually we actually took the course from Madison Area Technical College, and it was great. I loved that course. It was so good. I don't know if Linnea LaVoy still teaches it, but she is fantastic. And I recommend if you get a chance to take that course, do it. But yeah, communication is so important when you're working with people in general. Communication is make or break. You can certainly change how a project goes based on how well you communicate with one another. And yeah, I'm frustrated that the communication broke down as much as it did. But overall, I am happy with the result of the run. Just have to get past a couple of things, and I think they're personal variants. Like for me personally, I have to be not afraid to try to expand my knowledge of the Ocarina of Time half, the Majora's Mask half of this run. Where did I put that? 3 cups of water. 3 cups of water. So yeah, I also did get some other news today. The parent company that owns the TV station the TV station that I usually watch with the news. They also, I guess, have a stake in the Weather Channel, and I guess they're also pretty low on funds. So what are they doing? They are centralizing all of their weather operations. Pretty much all of these stations across the country, including 4 in Wisconsin, all of these stations are looking at their weather teams and going, bye. Which, to be fair, I mean, when I did watch news, I mean, that was a specific reason why I watched. That was the reason why I watched that specific newscast. It's Channel 27 in Madison, by the way. All the stations that end in OW in Wisconsin, WQOW, WAOW, KOW, and XOW, the other one. Those 4 stations. My local one is WKOW. And I watched that because that's where we found Bob Lindmeyer. And Bob was good. Just a couple of years ago, WKOW was able to state they were the first station in Madison with 5 full-time meteorologists dedicated to local weather, which is important because who's going to know more about the fact that we have a cold weather advisory right now, or rather starting tonight at 3 a.m. and going until tomorrow night at 9 p.m. That's going to be extended, by the way, based on the forecasts I've seen. I mean, and I know you're probably looking there going, get your weather from another source. I am. But in all honesty, like, I'm going, like, if I don't actually have TV anymore. I got rid of YouTube TV, partially because that price went up $10, but our service didn't, and I very much dislike that. Our price went up $10, service didn't really change, and I didn't need to spend what would be $86 a month plus tax on TV that I honestly barely watch anyway. If I really want to get TV, I'll go on to say I can go on to the internet. If I really need a weather forecast that's from a local meteorologist, I'll go to that. I also follow Ripology, who's not a, they'd be considered more of a hobbyist meteorologist, but I get better information from them than I have from any of the other local guys. And it's a one-guy team. It's a one-guy team who's local, and he's definitely local. Like, he's from, like, a few miles that way. That way, actually. Ripology is the guy. That's who I go with. And also looking at the weather for the next week, I'm looking at like this cold wave. How is it going to affect not only where I am here and now, but where am I going to be along the way? South Bend is a checkpoint I use, and I use Streetsboro, Ohio, because I figure if I can get to Cleveland, then I start heading south from there for the most part. And once I start heading south, what will trigger them into a cold weather advisory is probably warmer than what would trigger here into one of those. They actually have a cold weather watch, and that will help me make decisions about my trip and how that's going to work. The whole idea is that I want to be in DC by about 1 o'clock, if not sooner. I mean, I'd love to get there about noonish, but I can't make any guarantees that that's going to happen. Missy kitty. My Missy's right over there. yeah, things frustrated me today, but overall, it was honestly a good day. And the countdown continues for MagFest. 3 days. We leave in 3 days. Tomorrow will probably be a bulk of the packing because tomorrow's when I'll be doing laundry as well. I'll probably also brave the cold and get rid of some of this trash and recyclables that I have here. Yeah. It's been a good day. It's been a good day overall. Again, tomorrow will be cold. Tomorrow will be very cold. I believe it is actually warmer now than it will be all day tomorrow. It is only 8 right now at 10:30 at night. 10:30? Clock show up again? 10 to 11. It is warmer outside now, although that may have also gone down. But we were near 50 on Friday. And once we hit our high, we went. We probably hit our high for today at about midnight last night, so about 24 hours ago. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if our high tomorrow is midnight tonight. This is the coldest weather of the year, and it's going to be the coldest weather by far. Not even close. Not even fucking close. How long does it say I should cook this? 16 minutes. I don't remember when I fucking started this thing. Do it by feel, I guess. But yeah, gotta get through tomorrow, Monday, cold days. Tuesday will be departure day. Monday will actually be, it'll be a night where I do, where I actually come back at about 11 o'clock, finish payroll, send it off, and then hopefully by the time I get in on Tuesday, I can go in, send it in. We've got the regional service manager coming in between 1 and 5 Tuesday. After that, I'm looking at departure. As of right now, the current plan is going to be leave around early evening, I'd say between 6 and 8. Drive for as long as I can and get as far as I can. Pick a rest stop, sleep in the car for a couple hours, and then continue on to DC and finish that off. If I can get into Pennsylvania tomorrow before dipping, that would be great, but I don't see that happening. The only way that happens is if I leave super early. Like say if I finish the payroll and Joe just looks at me that day and says, "Why don't you finish payroll, get the fuck out of here." And honestly, if he lets me go within a couple hours, I'll take half a day of PTO. It's fine to balance it. I do still have an extra half day I can use. I think I'll have 0.8 something days to use. After, like, I've already budgeted the 2 days. I think I have 2.8 something to use. So yeah. And honestly, if payroll isn't done and turned in by Tuesday, and then we haven't had a chance to even review it, then I will have to remind Sarah, hey, this is how you do it. If you want me to walk you through it, do a video call of some kind. I don't know, however we can fucking do it. I just want to get through this trip. Try and spend as little as I can between now and the end of the trip, because these trips cost a lot of money. taking all these trips has finally caught up with me. As, like I said, I talked about earlier in the year. And I've appreciated the comments I've gotten so far on some videos. Some related to what we're talking about. Some not, but you know, it's fine. Thanks for the comments. I appreciate them. I hope your 2025 is starting out great. If it's not, you know what? We got 11 and a half months to make it better. Just because a year starts out with 2 months, with 2 weeks of shit, doesn't mean it has to end with another 11 and a half months straight of shit. Change the perspective, not your perspective. I'm not saying, you know, whatever shit you have going on in your life that's bad. I'm saying you don't have to let that rule the rest of your entire year. Take over. Do what you can to take over. And make this year yours. I always talk about how it's our year, it's our year. Well, it's not going to be just your year if you don't do anything. Do something. For me, that is doing something about money and making sure it's taken care of. There's a couple of things I can look forward to where I can pay some shit off. And if I can get there, if I can get to paying off 1 or 2 of these cards, that's step 1. For the record, am I going to get a Switch 2 when it comes out? Oh, fuck yeah, I am. Of course I am. Am I looking forward to when that actually happens? You best fucking believe it. I need to crack this open because I'm about to test one of these noodles and it's gonna burn like hell. Not even fucking close. Almost crunchy. Give it another 5 minutes. I want everyone watching this video, watching this vlog, to have a fantastic fucking year. You know, you got a preview of it. Maybe you haven't done anything and the year's just kind of kicked you in the teeth. What are you going to do to make it better? What can you do to make it better? That's the other question. What can you do? I mean, I can think of a couple things I would do. For me, anyway. I can't speak to any of you guys. I know what I would do. I'll get back up 284. Alright. I've rambled on enough while making dinner at 11 o'clock at night. And there's the Missy. Missy. Are you a good kitty? What you need? I only have one of these left. Little salmon treat. Give her a little something good. All this is like a little bit of salmon fish. And look at that kitty. Missy. Whoop. You might be wondering, why are you throwing it on the floor? You could put it in her food bowl. She will literally pick it up from the food bowl and come out to the floor and eat it here. That's why I do that. Because that's what she's gonna do anyway. Alright, I've talked for 30 fucking minutes. Holy shit. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, we will see you in the next one.
Take care, everyone.